It has nothing to do with seafood. And like most cop legends in Chicago, everyone's got a different version of how it started. Some say the Insane Fish was the brainchild of beat cops intent on screwing over internal affairs. Others think it's a term coined by Marine unit members who wanted a cool name for their Gulf League t-shirts. The rest of us are willing to acknowledge the 14th District Tactical Unit as the original founding fish. In a city that has over 200 gangs, numbers that grow daily, the 14th District has more than its share. The Spanish gangsters, insane unknowns and Satan disciples are just a few of the gangs that provide equal opportunity crime. While membership may vary according to location or ethnicity, as often as new factions spring up, the hardest part is keeping score. At the local cop watering hole one night, TAC officers Trafford and Danovic tried to figure it out. Went through my court log for last period, Danovic noted. Out of all the gang arrests, 20 of them were some kind of devils or demons, 9 were kings, counts or lords, 18 were gangster something or others, and all the rest were insane. Insane unknowns, insane cobras, insane vice lords. Like they're poster boys for some asylum, fair critics. How come it's cool to say you're nuts? I know what you mean, Trafford agreed. Remember those girls we stopped last week? 4 13-year-olds who called themselves a gang. Sisters of the Insane. What the hell is that? Probably what my sisters were called when we were growing up. Danovic sipped his suds. Only back then, anybody called you a nut to your face got the shit kicked out of him. Amen to that, toasted Cypher, the cop on the next stool. The good old days when things made sense. If I lock up one more banger who belongs to some insane set I think I'll go nuts myself, Danovic continued. You're halfway there already. It'll be a short trip. Winking, the bartender set down another round. Don't think any of you guys are wrapped too tight. Maybe you're crazier than they are. Fucking A. Trafford chortled. And there's more of us than them. Fucking A. Up and down the bar, glasses were raised in toast. They may be swimming in the pond, someone slurred. But it's our pond and we're the baddest motherfuckers in it. Hell yes. Danovic drained his glass. Biggest fish in the pond. The blue fish, someone yelled. Insane Fish, shouted another. Insane Fish rule. Fucking A. Danovic thumped the bar. We're the Insane Fish, the biggest and baddest in the pond. It was a joke that got funnier with each beer, but the name stuck. From that night forward, the TAC officers of 14 were the Insane Fish. They left memos to each other initialed IF. They developed their own secret handshake and gang sign, a parody of the bangers they locked up. Growled, Fish rule, from the loudspeakers of TAC cars passing on the street. It was just a joke, something to laugh about through the course of their watch, and like most cop jokes it spread throughout the department. Heard anything about a bad new gang setting up? Trafford inquired of his unit commander, affecting a serious tone. Intelligence we've gotten so far is that these guys are some major badasses. Wanna take down the whole damn district. The commander hadn't heard of the Insane Fish but took it under advisement, and when a raw haddock was found, running under the front seat of his personal car, he considered it a sign. A blatant attempt by this new gang to intimidate the police, he figured, and sent out a memo the very next day, apprising the gang's unit of this latest development. The people in gangs thought he was one tuna short of a salad, but the Insane Fish were hitting the streets in a big way. What was the point of being a gang if you couldn't spread the word? The 14th District TAC guys decided it was time to stir up the pond. Cruising through the hood one night, Trafford and Danovic spotted a couple Imperial gangsters lounging on the corner. Yo, Holmes, called Danovic. Heard a new set's about to take over your turf. Got the guns, got the finest bitches, gonna put you out of business. Whatcha think about that? I think you're nuts, man. Scowled one of the bangers. Bingo, chuckled Danovic. Insane Fish, Trafford told them. Better watch your back. Other cops dropped hints while doing the paperwork after their arrests. What set you run with, man? They'd ask the sullen gangbanger. You know what I am. I've been arrested like 20 times before. You ain't Insane Fish, are you? Insane Fish, the banger questioned. Never heard of 'em, you will, said the officers. You're crazy, man. These Insane Fish, what are they? A black gang, white gang, they're every color, bro. A frigging mixed rainbow gang. The fish are some bad motherfuckers and they're gonna take you down. Within a week, the gangs of the 14th District were on full fish alert. Nobody was going to take them down, especially not some newcomers with a wimpy name like Fish. What kind of gang name was that? News of the Fish spread citywide. Although our department has approximately 13,000 members, word travels fast. Every cop out there could relate to it. As the biggest fish in the pond, we routinely swim in troubled waters. The insane fish. We're ready to shake up the bottom feeders. Those of us who work the street, tactical or gang cops, anyone who wears the badge was counted as a member. We thought it was a hoot. In the Deuce, the tough 2nd District and home of the brutal Robert Taylor housing projects, street cops drew fish outlines on the grimy windows of abandoned cars. Area gangs who discovered the gang symbol viewed it as the first step of a hostile takeover and hastily scheduled a war council. Whoever these damn fish were, wherever they were, it was going to be a vicious battle. After that, there was an outbreak. All around the city, random acts of fishiness were being committed daily by this anonymous new gang. And because the department brass, like the street gangs, had no clue regarding the fish's real identity, they were just as concerned. Memos started to fly through department mail, all of them pertaining to the vicious new gang. The chief of patrol demanded all available intelligence on the insane fish. The training academy director questioned the research and development unit as to whether fish information would be included in the next gang crimes training seminars. One of the assistant deputy superintendents thought the fish posed a hollow threat. Assuming that they were surely vegetarians, he said, how violent can they be if they don't eat meat? Probably a bunch of wimps who eat quiche and toss water balloons. Internal Affairs launched a covert investigation of the fish phenomenon following a frantic phone call from a North Side district commander. He'd found a huge, hideous carp's head propped on the seat of his private office toilet, an act he might have considered just an odd coincidence except for one thing. In the carp's mouth was a cigar, his preferred brand, and scrawled on the seat, an ominous message, "You shit with the fishes." After 22 years on the job, the commander recognized a warning when he saw one. It meant only one thing, that the insane fish had somehow infiltrated the department. If they were able to breach his inner sanctum, who knew where they'd strike next? These maniacs had to be stopped. Across the city, street cops were embracing their status as insane fish. Some proud members even began to display their membership in cryptic ways. Small fish outlines were found scribbled in the corner of arrest reports. The daily stacks of citations sent to traffic court now displayed phantom fish signs along with vehicle description and license plate number. Fish tie tacks appeared on uniform ties, fish t-shirts on TAC and gang cops. Noting the small fish outline on one officer's shirt, a watch lieutenant told him, "I like to get in a little fishing myself when I get the chance. Rainbow trout and bluegill mostly. How about you?" "I don't catch fish. I am fish," replied the cop as he headed for the TAC office. The lieutenant turned to the desk sergeant. "What the hell did that mean? Is that guy another stress disorder or what?" "I think it's a religious thing," the sergeant shrugged. "Ya know, like the loaves and the fishes Jesus passed out. I seen a lot of those fish signs lately. Maybe these guys been hanging out at the chaplain's ministry." On the city's southeast side, disgruntled drug dealers found fish symbols spray painted on the doors of their dope houses. They were not amused. Those fishy bastards were moving closer, they told each other. Time to take some offensive action. But it was hard to take any action against an invisible enemy. The fish follies continued, and, as happens with most large gangs, splinter factions began to form. After work one night, some 4th District cops had a few beers and a major epiphany. Although they'd always be loyal insane fish, why not distinguish themselves from the rest? It would be their own South Side chapter. Glasses were raised in unanimous approval. And 2 or 3 or 6 beers later, they came up with their chapter name, the Smelts of Satan. Not to be outdone, other districts followed with their own chapter names. The 23rd District's Avenging Alewives, the Mofo Mackerels of the 15th, and the Blowfish Blues from the 7th were some of the more inspired titles, and the few remembered after the stewed fish sobered up. It didn't matter. It wasn't chapters or names that was important, only the morale boost that the insane fish provided. It made us a family again. Proud to be part of the team, brothers and sisters who watch each other's backs. A concept they taught us back at the academy, one that sometimes fades with the reality or the politics of the job. Almost 25 years after it began, the insane fish concept is still going strong. These days, new recruits are regaled with fish war stories from day one at the academy, where grinning instructors demonstrate our secret gang sign. Fucking A, insane fish gang. Story told by former Chicago Police Department officers.